In the last 18 months, AI replaced 14 million white-collar jobs. Not factory workers, not truck drivers, lawyers, doctors, software engineers. And here's the terrifying part: the people losing those jobs. Most of them still don't know it's happening. I spent 3 months researching the 7 industries that AI is quietly dismantling right now, and I found something that nobody in tech is talking about. Stick with me to the end because the last one completely changed how I think about my own career. Let's go. Before we dive in, let me give you a quick snapshot of where we actually are in 2026. OpenAI, Google DeepMind, Anthropic, Meta AI, all of them released models in the last year that crossed what researchers call the competency threshold, meaning AI can now perform at the level of a trained professional in over 40 skill categories. That's not science fiction. That's peer-reviewed research from MIT, Stanford, and Oxford. So today I'm breaking down 7 industries, with real data, real examples, and real predictions from the people inside these fields. This isn't doom and gloom. This is information. And information is power. Let's start with the one nobody expects. Law firms spent decades being the most protected profession on earth. You needed years of school, a bar exam, experience. AI doesn't care. Harvey AI, Co-Counsel, and a dozen others can now review 10,000 legal documents in the time it takes a first-year associate to review 10. And with 98% accuracy. Morgan Lewis, one of the top law firms in the world, cut its document review team by 40% last year. Quietly. No press release. But here's the twist. The lawyers who learn to use AI tools are now billing at 3x the rate they used to. It's not about replacement. It's about who adapts first. I talked to a corporate attorney in New York. I'll call her Sarah, who said, the junior associates who refuse to learn AI tools. They're toast. The ones who embrace it. They're printing money. We're going to see it in every single industry on this list. Yeah, I know. I make YouTube videos. I'm aware of the irony here. Here's the reality. AI-generated YouTube channels are now hitting 100K subscribers without a single human in front of the camera. Faceless channels using AI voiceovers, AI scripts, AI thumbnails, they're monetizing. But does that mean creators like me are finished? I genuinely don't think so, and here's why. Viewers don't just want information. They want perspective. They want personality. They want to feel like they know you. An AI can generate a script about AI, but it can't tell you about the moment I almost quit tech entirely at 24, which I'll get to later in this video. Human storytelling has a ceiling that AI hasn't broken yet. But the gap is closing. Fast. If you're a creator and you're not using AI tools in your workflow right now, you're spending 3x longer on the same output as someone who is. Google's MedPalm 2 scored 86% on the US medical licensing exam. The passing threshold for humans. 60%. AI systems are now diagnosing early-stage pancreatic cancer, the most undetectable cancer there is, with 94% accuracy. Radiologists typically catch it at 60–70%. There are hospitals in Japan, the UAE, and South Korea that are already routing preliminary diagnoses through AI before a human doctor sees the patient. Now, is AI replacing doctors? No, not completely. Not yet. But the role of a doctor is fundamentally changing. The best doctors in 2030 won't be the ones who memorize the most. They'll be the ones who can interpret AI outputs and build patient trust. The human element isn't gone. But it's been repositioned. Okay. I promised you a personal story, so here it is. 3 years ago, I was a software developer. Good job, good salary, thought I was set. Then GPT-4 dropped and within 6 months, I watched my entire team shrink from 11 developers to 4. I wasn't fired. But the writing was on the wall. So I had 2 choices. Panic, or pivot. I chose to pivot. I spent 90 days going deep on AI tools, not to compete with them, but to use them. And that decision is literally why this channel exists. I tell you that not for sympathy. I tell you that because if you're watching this and feeling that same anxiety, that feeling is valid. And it's also a signal. It's your brain telling you to move. Number 4. Education. AI tutors are now outperforming classroom teachers on standardized test improvement. A student using Conmigo or similar AI tutors for 30 minutes a day improves test scores faster than students in traditional classrooms. School districts are panicking. Universities are redesigning entire curriculums. Number 5. Software engineering. GitHub Copilot, Cursor, Devon, AI is writing production level code. Junior dev roles dropped 30% in job postings in 2025. The engineers thriving. They're the ones who treat AI like a power tool, not a threat. Salaries for senior AI augmented engineers. Up 40%. The floor is dropping. The ceiling is rising. Number 6. Customer service and sales. This one's already done. AI handles 65% of customer service interactions globally right now. Voice AI is now good enough that most people can't tell the difference in a phone call. Interestingly, the human customer service reps who survived. The ones who handle emotional, complex, escalated situations. Things AI still fumbles. Your emotional intelligence. That's now a technical skill. Alright. Number 7. The one I said changed how I think about my career. Scientific research. DeepMind's AlphaFold solved protein folding, a problem that stumped biologists for 50 years, in 18 months. In 2025, an AI system co-authored a paper in Nature that identified a completely new class of antibiotic, something researchers hadn't found in 60 years of searching. We're not talking about AI assisting research anymore. We're talking about AI discovering things that human minds hadn't even framed as questions yet. Think about what that means. The next cancer cure, the next breakthrough in clean energy, the next fundamental shift in physics, it might come from a machine. Not a human. I don't say that to be depressing. I say that because it reframes everything. The goal of humanity might not be to be the smartest thing in the room. It might be to build the smartest thing in the room, and then make sure it works for us. So, what do you actually do with all of this? Here's my honest take. And I'll keep it to 3 things, because I know you've got a life. 1. Pick one AI tool and go deep on it this month. Not 5 tools. 1. Whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, Midjourney, Cursor, pick one relevant to your field and spend 30 focused hours learning it. That's it. 2. Identify the human layer of your job. Every job has a human layer, the part that requires empathy, judgment, relationships, creativity. Lean into that layer hard. AI is terrible at nuance. Be nuanced. 3. Build in public. Whatever you're learning, share it. LinkedIn, YouTube, X, doesn't matter. The people who document their AI learning journey right now are building audiences and credibility that will matter enormously in 2 years. The window is open. It won't stay open forever. Here's the truth that I want to leave you with. Every major technological revolution in history, the printing press, electricity, the internet, created more jobs than it destroyed. Eventually. The painful part is the eventually. We are in the eventually right now. The transition. And transitions are hard, uncomfortable, and unfair. But they're also the moment where the most opportunities exist for people who are paying attention. You're watching this video. You're paying attention. That already puts you ahead. If this video hit different for you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach people who need to hear this. Subscribe if you want the next deep dive. I'm covering how AI is changing money and investing next week. Drop in the comments. Which of these 7 industries surprised you the most? I read every single one. I'll see you in the next one.